Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's a little bit different than my normal update video. This is in fact a video response to Leno's Garage. Basically I went to check out YouTube, and since I'm subscribed to the Leno channel, I saw that he had posted a video wanting to see what's in other people's garages and what kind of projects that they have that they're working on and stuff like that. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to share this project with Leno directly and to see if maybe we'll get a response back or something and get his thoughts about this. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the car and the kind of history and process of what I'm doing and where I'm at now. And I know a lot of you guys are already familiar with everything, so just hang in there with me through this video response and just let me know what your thoughts are and feedback is in all the comments below or wherever they're at on this new YouTube layout. So anyway, let me get started. So turn my camera thing around. Okay, so this is a concept car that I started about 4 years ago, and pretty much designed it on a napkin with a friend and out at lunch, and just said that I wanted to build my own car one day, and just kind of made the decision to do it. So what you're looking at is called the Blade XTR, and everything about it is handmade. So the entire body is something that I pretty much sculpted and carved out, and I have about 90 or so videos up on YouTube that show the whole process of me starting from the very beginning of this all the way up to where we're at now. And this is basically the body plug or body buck, whichever you want to call it. And this is going to be molded, and body panels will be produced from what you see here and applied to the custom chassis that we're developing for it. So this is not the real car. This is actually what's going to be used to produce the real car. And this is the goal here is to go for a production vehicle and to really turn this into something that we can sell out there on the market and provide it in both a ICE format, which is internal combustion engine, high horsepower, high performance, and also a hybrid using a smaller engine displacement along with electric motors and batteries, and then maybe go on to full electric from that point on. So just kind of depends on technology, money, and where all this goes. So this is basically what the car looks like, and as you can see, I'm in my garage. So this is an actual garage project, and it's been in and out of my garage over the past few years a few times, but this kind of gives you an overall look. The car is all made out of fiberglass right now, and it's very stiff and rigid at the moment, so it can be molded easily, and everything's in place from the front. This is the front, and I'm kind of getting close. I'll try to open the garage, give you a wider view of everything. But what I've done is I took some wood forms and basically, lay those out in such a way that I was able to take a drawing that I did in CAD and make it into a full-size car that you see here. And I used some methods that I learned off the internet, mostly YouTube, of course. Got a lot of experience from the boat building world and airplane building world. I use a lot of the same techniques and things like that. So, so the car's pretty much, finished design-wise. It just needs to be molded and put into a prototype stage where we can get it out on the track and test drive it and things like that. So it's getting there. It's definitely a work in progress, and it's getting close. So what you're seeing now is the interior, and this is a custom designed interior that I've made out of automotive industrial design clay. and right now it's still in its clay format. And what I'll do is I'll come in and make molds of this dash, and then I'll make hard copies of the dash out of composite materials, and then start fitting in all the gauges and AC system and you know, navigation and computer controls and things like that. So I'm doing everything from scratch, design-wise, including the door panels and interior and everything. So over here, you can see this is one of the door panels, and it's made out of clay, and this is just still a work in progress. So, but you know, don't have a lot to say about this. I'm still working on it and trying to figure out the best design and you know, direction I want to take this in right now. And I'm looking at different materials that are composite, carbon fiber, and Kevlar, things like that. But that's basically the general, you know, overview of this car. And one of the unique features about this is that this is a car that's on a 101-inch wheelbase, so it's pretty long. It's about, you know, it's close to the same width as, or actually, I think it's a few inches longer than, say, Porsche 911, and it's a lot wider. So it kind of has the width of a Corvette ZR1. It's about 72 inches wide in the back. It's got a 101-inch wheelbase. We're hoping for a close to 50-50 weight distribution in the front and the back. Looking at, you know, the Coyote motor, 5.0 liter, making 550 horsepower, all the way up to 700 plus with superchargers and turbochargers and things like that for all the add-on horsepower. The nice thing about this is something that, you know, kind of spawned, some of the ideas from this spawned from the things that I wanted in a sports car. And I've always liked small little sports cars, things like, you know, old Triumph Spitfires and the Shelby Cobra and things like that. The problem I always had is that I'm 6'4" and had a hard time fitting into these small sports cars, and just didn't make it enjoyable for me. So I made this car to similar, you know, dimensions and sizes to smaller sports car kind of layout, but yet it sits and fits someone of my height. So I'm 6'4", and I still have about 3 inches of headroom that I can, you know, easily put a helmet on and not bash my head on every bump, things like that. So the seating is very low to the ground. The car center of gravity is very low to the ground as well. So everything about it is being engineered to be low to the ground. So unlike, you know, a lot of the car projects that you see in people's, you know, garages, this is one of a, you know, completely unique custom designed car, 100%, you know, pretty much, let's say 99. The stuff that's not custom is the window glass. I decided to use glass from a late model Miata or MX-5, and same with the headlights. And that's just so that I didn't have to spend a lot of development money in trying to figure out how to have glass custom made and things like that. So I like to think of that as a smart move to save money and production costs and stuff like that, that will help make this car a reality. You know, that's where a lot of cars fail when they're being produced, and people come up with these cool cars and they design them out in their garage, and then they have these great shapes, but then they go in to make these, you know, to make the windshield for it, and realize that the front windshield costs $20,000, and next thing you know, the project dies and never gets done. So I kind of started at a lot of the aspects of cars, and I looked at their failures, and I started at, you know, at those failures and attacked those first and applied that to this car before I even got started. That way I didn't run into those issues later down the road, so if that makes sense. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a overview for the Leno Garage, and kind of show this project that I'm working on. Let me open up the garage. Oops, wrong button. And that's about it. So, okay, white balance. All right. So here it is, and this is the front. I don't know if you can see that. Everything's so white. Let me change the settings on my camera. That's too white. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is the front of the car, and this is what it looks like. Of course, it's unfinished. I'd recommend to people who are seeing this to go check out the rest of my videos. Like I said, I have about 90 plus videos on YouTube that show all the various concepts and ideas that are going to be applied to the front end, and along with you know, some of the features that I plan on adding to it that I have laid out on my website and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. And you know, you guys check it out, and I hope Jay Leno gets a chance to see this video. It'd be great to see some feedback from someone who's basically seen just about every car on the planet and pretty much has all of those cars. So at any rate, that's it, and I'll see you guys next video. Later.